Hi, everybody. This is Danielle of Brass White Studios, and this is a very, very special edition of Artist to Artist. We now have our host in the hot seat, JAMILA Mendes, and I'm starting a minute early, I guess. So we will wait for our wonderful, beautiful hostess to come on so I can tell the world of how awesome this beautiful woman is, how great her art is, and we can discuss some things. It's gonna be dope. How y'all guys doing? Thank you. This is the nice corner of my office. And these are old works. I mean, even from high school old works. So I'm just waiting.
What's up?
Yay!
Hey.
Hey! How are you? Oh, look at you. You
I
look like
brought
a
some
lovely
yellow.
pineapple. I love
Thank you.
it. I love it.
Some yellow with some yellow.
Yes, yes. Look at us. We're both floral today. We didn't even discuss this. Look at
It's
that.
it's it's vibes. It's
But
vibes. Me and you.
yes.
Always vibing together. How's your
So
day going?
it's going well. It's going well. Pretty chill. How about yours?
Yeah.
It's a lot. Jamila is curating our art auction, and so there's always this pressure in that. So, but it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. I hope I'm past excited.
Right. I'm excited. I'm ready to get it on. It's going to be dope. Like I was saying in the intro, is that this is a special edition of Artist to Artist, where our hostess is in the hot seat, where we are profiling her and we're going to see her work. And I'm very, very, very excited about that. And
I'm excited about you being the host
I'm
with that
excited.
beautiful voice. So I can't wait.
You have the voice as well.
I'm
Oh,
here
thank
for
you,
it.
Shonda. Yeah, we're probably gonna just lull people to sleep,
I
in a
know,
nice
right?
good way. Right, right. Yeah, she's an awesome curator. Exactly. This has
Oh,
been
thank you.
very good experience, especially this is in this time. It's just a whole new avenue, and everybody's navigating it. And you're doing a beautiful job, by the way.
Thank you so much. I'm just trying to find a way to be creative in a time where it feels a little stunted. So you have to be creative with being creative.
Right. Exactly. So when I first met you, you were one of the beautiful artists at our Ladies of Art show with Art Love Magic that I helped co-produce.
Yes.
And you had some beautiful work that I just floated right into your work and I was fixated. And I can't wait to share with people the beautiful work that you have. And tell me about yourself. Like you asked me this, I'm like, what made you, and when did you decide in your earliest years you wanted to create? What was that?
I just always had something in my hand. Even when because I was kind of a tomboy in the beginning, but even then I remember like picking up sticks and making like little mini wood sculptures, drawing in the dirt, constantly being obsessed with paper and
Yeah.
how it felt and looked. Even as a little girl, my mom would be like, "What? Paper's paper." I was like, "No, it's not." And I was just naturally drawn to it.
You're so much advanced than me. I was eating paper.
Doing that too. Smelling it, I'm like, "Ooh, this is different type of paper. What is this?"
This tasted this the rule is more sweet than
What
this.
is? I know, right?
So I still have these questions. So you know what? This is a question I want to ask you because I get this question and I get statements. I'm like, from various people, especially women. I should just go out there. I should just create. I should just. What made you say, what, and what advice you'll have? What made you say, you know what? I'm going to step beyond this fear and just do. What, how would you advise? And how did you feel? How would you advise?
It was a process for me, because even though I was kind of always doing it, the first half of my life, I was obsessed with singing, but drawing was always right there. We're in tandem. And so it kind of morphed into crafting,
Mm-hmm.
and I slowly would go to craft shows, but I just like to make things, but I was always kind of indirectly told that you can't do that. You have to pick one or the other. And I couldn't pick one or the other because they were the same talent, you know? And I will admit that I spent a good number of years kind of listening to that gross advice and trying to pick one thing. Um, and then I just decided, fuck that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make what I want to make. And that's what's up. And I think that people do themselves a disservice when they don't explore things.
Oh
Because
yeah.
how do you know if you're good at something? You just stick to one thing. How do you know? Like, you have no idea because you're sitting around being scared.
Right. I mean, I don't understand how they try to fit us in boxes when we're organic beings. That doesn't make sense.
That part.
That part. Let me see. Let me try to get some art in here. I'm going to try to
Let me see what you got
show some
here.
pieces.
See, she
I'm
is
going to
not.
show the very first piece that I was like, ooh, and you might as well start with this. This is the first woman. Let me see if I could
Yeah.
there.
There you go.
So this is the duality of Eve. I love this piece. Tell me
Thank
about it.
you.
Tell me
The
about this piece.
duality of Eve is something that I think most women wrestle with. It kind of ties into what we were talking about earlier. We're told that we have to be one thing or the other, and in my work, I always delve into why. Why is it so important for us to have these boxes and labels, and that you must fit right here and it's real tight and snug? And I've never understood that. No person is one dimensional. It doesn't make any sense to me. And so with womanhood, we're constantly faced with, you have to be good or evil. You
Mm,
have to be pure or slutty.
mm.
There's no, can you be all of those things at some time or another?
I'm pure and
Can
slutty. I
you?
get you. Yes. Yes.
Can I be a caring and considerate woman and also be selfish and just be about me at some times?
Right.
Do all of these things exist inside of us, and don't we have the right to have them exist inside of us?
Absolutely.
Nobody applies that to men. They never tell them, oh well, you were just being a bitch there. No, well, guy, you were assertive. But it's applied differently to women. And so that is what that's about. If you see that dress, you
Mm-hmm.
know, she's fully clothed, but it's a little sheer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she has her child next to her, but still she's standing there in her full power,
Mm-hmm.
owning it. And I just wanted to address it in a beautiful way. And I hope that people look at it a little bit longer than, oh, nice dress, and keep it moving.
No, and here's not only is the meaning layered, the piece
See
is
my
layered.
snake?
Yes, it's like what was that process? It's like collage, but you paint.
No, it is.
It's
Yeah.
collage. You're right. And so you paint it, and then you collaged it, and you added those layers, kept adding those layers.
Yes.
That's amazing to me. That is
Thank
amazing
you.
to me. I love that piece.
I love collage work so much, because just like our lives, the things are layered, and it's not just one thing going on. I think that comes from my work and being I majored in fashion design at Texas Women's University.
Mm-hmm.
And after I got out, I made wedding dresses, prom dresses, all type of things. So I enjoy that cutting and pasting and making something from nothing and texture. That is exciting to me. So I try to incorporate it in everything that I do.
That's what I need to bring up, and you brought up three actually. You are a singer, you are a fashion designer, you are a painter, you are a digital artist. Am I missing something? Photographer. You're also a photographer. You do it all. You teach classes. You do paint and sips. You do it all. You're like a one woman machine. And I'm just like
Trying to get
so
like you.
on. Yeah, that is brilliant. And so, and that's what's so, this garden around Eve, there's so many possibilities. And she's standing firm in that. That's you. And I need to show another piece. And this
Okay.
very, very, this series blew my mind. Okay. It blew my mind. And you had it at the show. Let me show this
Let me see
piece.
what you got. Uh,
Yes. Tell us about
yeah. That guys, oh my God. So I have, that's a very special piece to me. That is my great grandmother, Elsie Morris. And she was a rock of our family. She was a pioneer in a time where everyone, the whole world was telling her she couldn't do things. She did them anyway. She was born in 1911. She was a badass Aquarius, and she just took the bull by the horns, as they say.
yes.
If I could tell you some of the things that she did in the time that she lived in, being a woman,
Hmm.
being black, I just have so much love for her. And she raised all of us. She made our family what it is. I owe so much to her, and
Yeah.
I'm just so proud to do that piece. I wanted people to see the strength. I wanted to. That's why I incorporated, the dots from the African culture, purity, all of these things that I feel she represents, and I wanted people to just see that.
And that goes back into your layers. That's what I love about your work. You have this, you could feel this love of our people, love of our culture and history, and how you bring it down to a very personal level. I was amazed at how you collage these images, these actual old images, and then you brought in these layers that like brought it out from these women and from our DNA of who we are is
Right.
so layered. She's like before,
Exactly.
like she's before and after current and just everything. I love.
Queen Elsie, baby. Queen Elsie.
Yes, Elsie
Okay.
is everything. And this, guys, the series was beautiful. It's a beautiful dedication to the women of your family. I love
Thank
it. They
you.
should see all these pieces together. It is beautiful.
Thank you so
So
much.
I
That's a
love.
big compliment coming from you, Danielle.
No, it's a real talk.
That's a
It's
big
real talk.
compliment.
It's real talk.
Thank you.
And
And I'm also happy that the two pieces that you just showed, that is, and I want to give a shout out to my beautiful friend Sharonza Pinson. She was the one that she was in the show the week prior, and she told me we should come down and show your stuff, and I followed her advice, and I got to meet you. We were like two little butterflies. I was like, like instantaneous, like liked each other.
yes.
I was like, who is this? Who is this? I
And
like
I was
her.
just floating like, yes.
Yeah,
I
and
was drawn
it doesn't
in.
happen that way all the time.
Not
So
all the
that's
time.
cool.
I mean, you've been quite the sister to me. I mean, there are,
Same here.
it's a blessing to have people around you, to have friends that grow you. You're not stagnant. You feel like you need to grow and you're always learning, and you're one of those people. So I'm very blessed to know you. And I'm not just tooting your horn and saying that you're a great artist and everybody should follow Mimi Boutique on IG
Thank
so
you.
you can see more progress because there is work. There is work. I'm okay. I'm
I'll
gonna
be
skip
trying to be out here.
ahead.
I'll be trying to get it. I'll be trying to get it.
There is work in works. And I just want to, I'm jumping, but I want to, there's this detail here. And it's like a sneak peek detail of this vibrant work. I want to know what's going on. Tell us.
So this is woo. This is like one of my latest pieces. It's like the left hand side of a really big ass painting.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it talks about, I cannot wait to unveil the full thing. It talks about societal norms, some of the things that unhealthy things that we pick up. You know, it might seem cool at first. This one in particular is talking about the myth of Superwoman, particularly
Mm-hmm.
amongst Black women, and how harmful that can be to us. We've had
Mm-hmm.
so many dope conversations about this, as you
Yes, we have.
know.
Yes.
And I am not trying to sway a person one way or the other. I just want them to consider, you
Mm-hmm.
know, to consider some things when they look at it. There's another large piece to this bubble puzzle, and I can't wait for everyone to see the full thing. And hopefully, it will start discussions because that's what I like to do.
I tell people I know everybody shut down from the COVID and there's a lot of people trying to get back to where we were and I said to people you might as well say goodbye to that, you know, and let's not romanticize the past too much. We were exhausted. We were exhausted. And you know that this corner of the painting speaks to me to you know it's like giving me permission, you know, to
That's exactly
rest
what it is.
to rest and
Lay it down, girl.
I cannot wait to see the whole thing. I mean guys, if y'all see how juicy as she was, I'm using her words, if you see how colorful this, squint a little. If you're on your phone, to squint, go look at this. Let me see if I can bounce it so they can see how, you know,
Yeah, there you
there's
go.
this beautiful flow here. This everything. And this is not everything. I mean, wow. This is, guys, this piece is going to be so dope. You have no idea.
Well, and I want to thank you and Shonda and Aaliyah for discussing it with me, laboring over with me. What do you think about this? Is this okay? You know, just the you know the kinship that we have, you know, and the ability to
Yes.
go to even be amongst you guys. You're so freaking talented, and
Yes.
be able to bounce ideas and get advice from ladies such as yourself. It's
I
just
get
so
advice
helpful.
from you. I am like, you know, you have broadened my mind so much, you know, of materials and all that. This is so it's a mutual thing.
It is.
It is. And we're speeding through, but I want to look at this. I want to look,
I'm
I
good. I'm here
want
for
people
it.
to know your work.
I'm here
Now,
for it.
you know what? This is a beautiful piece.
Oh,
Let's see if we go
one of my
bigger.
favorites.
Oh, oops, sorry.
Nice
That's my
cabinet.
armoire.
Yeah.
But let me see if I could get
There you
any
go.
detail in there. Yes. Um, this tell us about the look. I love this piece. Tell us about it.
So this is a switch on, you know, usually people say Chicago wins and then something behind that because Chicago is considered windy city. But this
Mm-hmm.
one is called Southern Winds. And Chicago, oh, I've got the last too many titles going through me. But it's basically about, you know, Black migration
Yeah, it was the
and the
Great
things that
Migration.
we had to go through, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just sitting up there thinking about like how brave these people must have been. Like you literally you going from night to day. You really don't fully know, you know, what's going to happen when you get there. It's a culture shock. There's all these things, just having to like have this extreme amount of faith. And
Right.
again, it's about me being in love with my people and their resilience, and being thankful for the risk that they took and the things that they endured and chose to not only just survive it, but find a way to thrive through it.
Yes. I
So,
love this, how this transition is going, how he grabs her arm, how she is wearing a patchwork dress. You know, that is very us, very quilted dress. And
that took me forever. You hear me? That is, I just have to say this. Do y'all know what that is? That is little tiny pieces from 5 different magazines. I made it my business to go and find different shades of purple
you
and
shut
cut
up.
them out. Just craziness. I don't even, when I
Oh
was
my
doing
God.
it, I was like, why did you do that?
Well, it was hella successful. Oh my God. See, that just, see, y'all pay attention. I mean, the details that she goes. So this is patchwork, collage and painting. Or what is
Yes,
this?
it is, which is what I employ a lot. I usually um, collaging and painting together. Sometimes, as you guys will see tomorrow, I do all three. So I will incorporate my photography, I'll digital collage in there, I'll paint, take a picture. Like, it's all over the place. I
Wow.
love it. But
That
I'm most proud of this one. You can't see it as well on this picture, but the buildings are actually articles from
I'm
that
looking at.
time
Oh,
and what our people were going through in Chicago, the migration,
yes.
what other people thought about, the Great Migration and their fears and excitements and everything, because everyone had something to say.
Oh, wow.
So all of those buildings are those articles.
Just layers on layers on layers. I'm telling you, it's amazing. So much thought goes into this. And you know what I like about your work? It's work that I want my baby to see. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank
It's
you.
work that I want my baby to see. And speaking of all those layers, and that's what's beautiful about your work. And what should we show now? Because I love it all. I love it all. I love it all. You know,
Danielle did her homework, y'all.
I did my homework. I was like, I'm gonna pick my pieces, and okay, now I'm gonna get to work that's even more, outwardly. Because I like how you personalize our history in such a way, and it's so beautiful how you do that. But this is an old piece, I think, from 2017. Let me see if I can. Uh,
Yes.
tell me, tell me, talk about it, talk about it.
There, as you know, so in the process of doing these interviews, there's been a recurring theme that we're talking about. Ebony brought up, I talked to Shonda about it and Aaliyah, that we're the consciousness of the world, artists are, and however we choose to interpret that and put it out to the world, we make people ponder and think about things.
Hmm.
And this was during another, time. It was just a lot of stuff going on, and I felt some type of way. And,
Hmm.
this is from a famous poem from Gil Scott Heron,
Yeah,
the revolution will not be televised. And I get his point because it goes on here. It goes on inside of our family home, the
yeah,
change in the revolution.
yeah.
But in our day and time, the reason why I put the revolution might be televised is because we can't put the damn phones down.
Nope. I can't.
I can't either. Nope, no judgment, but it might be televised,
You know
and
what?
it
Yeah.
might be.
You know what? It is. Because, the phone, the advent of the camera phone has been our greatest gift. It has, um, no one could turn blinders on anymore. And also, you know what? And to personalize it, um, I have a very positive household. You know, I raised her to be my baby to be very positive, but because of lack of representation, she had a thought that white girls uh, are maybe better than black girls just because they are not in the cartoons, you know. And when you see the black girl in a cartoon, she's a side person, and everybody's speaking melodically, and then hers is, you know, that type of thing,
You're like,
and she's
okay.
right, you know. So it's not so. I went really mad. I got really mad, right? I got really mad, but then I was like, I was blaming the media and all that stuff, but then I was like, hey, I'm a media maker. So I'm
That
starting to
part.
make stuff. And so I did. And so I think that's one thing I'm seeing in this beautiful revolution of Black artistry and um, 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 just across the board, the creatives across the board, also businesses and all that stuff, and activists and whatnot. We are using media, and we are taking media in our hands and being the media makers. The archaic ways of news is
Or no more.
not, it's no more. You know, we are showing ourselves. And, you know, it's like how, you know, how when you were a kid, you felt like you're the only one. And then when you grow up, you see a few more. But then with the social media, there's this whole world of us, you know, and it's so beautiful to see. Maybe it is televised. Maybe
Maybe it
it's,
is. And
mm-hmm,
again, this is another piece that, I am not trying to tell people how to think or how to feel, because
mm-hmm,
I myself, I am conflicted with the revolution being televised or not televised, in the
mm-hmm,
sense that social media in general can be that of a monster, or it can be used as a tool of great effect and to
right,
help people's self-esteem and connectivity. It could go either way, and I war with
mm-hmm,
it all of the time. I'm like,
right.
is this the monster? Is this the real monster? Or is it the people that are curating? So I choose to curate, just like you. I was like, well, instead of bitching about it, don't you do something about it? So yeah, that
Right.
part.
Right. We are the media makers. And, you know, oh, it's just so much, you know, we can go into our lower vibrations all the time, you know, and just be snappy and mad and snappy at each other online. Or you can show, I'm like, you know what? I'll just show you. I just show you. You
How
know,
about
this is,
that?
yes, this is what I'm going to create. And I want to get to this piece.
Get Danielle trying to do her homework.
Oh,
Oh, thank you for showing this piece.
yes.
My favorite pieces. This is called The Americans Too, and this baby made its debut in the Lenora Rolla Heritage Museum,
Wow.
and it's a very special piece to me. Number one, I was working on it so hard um, in 2018, and it was at the beginning of the year, and I wanted it to be ready for a show, in February.
Hmm.
And yeah, and it was my husband's over here writing things, and it was 360 for two reasons. Let me get my thoughts together. I got a little emotional.
Yeah.
So when I was working on this, it was close to my couple of days before my birthday. And right after I finished this piece, and I hadn't spoken to my best friend in a couple of days because I was in my cave painting away.
Hmm.
And I got really, really sick. And I had to be hospitalized.
Hmm.
And he died on that same day, and my memory. was talking to him beforehand. I'm like, I'm just working on this painting, Aaron. I wanted to be so, good. I want to be in this show and I want to be in this other show. It's so important to me. And as always, he was encouraging me.
Oh,
And the other, so I have a little bit of regret, but I kind of felt like, when he ascended, he helped me, you
yeah,
know, on the other side with that because
yes.
I was falling apart and still trying to be in these shows. So the other 360 moment is that it got accepted into Art 214. And as a little girl, well, I wasn't that little, but I'm not telling my age. I used to go to the South Dallas Cultural Center, and I had the honor of meeting Othello Beck. And
Oh,
I showed him some of my little drawings, and instead of him just kind of be like, pushing me off, he took time. He made a drawing of me. He encouraged me as an artist. And I don't know if you guys know, but the gallery in South Dallas Cultural Center is called the Othello Beck Gallery.
wow.
So every time I would go in there, older I got and the older I got, my deep desire was like, God, it would be a 360 moment if you could just allow me to to have a show there. It would just mean so much to me. And
Yes.
it happened. It
Wow.
happened. And not only did it happen, that particular piece was the piece that they used for the flyer. I felt so honored and so sad at the same time because my baby Aaron wasn't there with me. But the painting itself, as you know, in 2018, we were facing a lot of, I don't know what to call it, turmoil,
Mm-hmm.
um, lack of empathy
Mm-hmm.
behind immigrants. And this particular piece is about um, Americans and what America means to us. That's why you see the flag in the back. But if you pay close attention to the fashion on the young ladies, the first lady, she is clothed in the colors of the Jamaican flag.
Mm-hmm.
The one in the middle, she is clothed in the colors of the Nigerian flag.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one, she's clothed in the colors of the Haitian flag. They're just as American, but they bring their culture and their love. And that's what America is about. It's a boiling pot. And that's what sets us apart, and I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to show people that, it doesn't have to be this way. They have things to add. It doesn't take away.
Never.
It just makes us stronger and better.
It makes
So
us more beautiful. It makes us more beautiful. I that's why I tell people when we talk about immigration, we're talking about all of us,
thank you.
Like some people try to lock it in, well, again, with the media, just lock it with just one. Try to other. And we shouldn't other anybody.
Anybody,
That's
because
us.
you
That's
don't
us.
belong here.
It's
None of
us.
you do. Don't get technical. You
Right.
don't. A good number of us, if you want to get too technical, you get into dangerous territory because we start talking about who truly is the native person here. Yeah, that
That's a whole
part.
discussion nobody want to have. But what we don't do is other each other. We're human beings, and everybody has something to contribute.
And
And
everybody's journey is important.
important, and don't take away my diaspora. I love the diaspora of all of us. So I'm like, you know, come on in as far as I'm concerned. It makes us more beautiful, more stronger, does not take away from the economy, nothing.
Oh,
So don't believe these lies. But let's see. We got
went
a
through a
few
lot.
minutes. I'm gonna okay, one sneak peek, and then on another piece, and then we're gonna get into your giveaway and talking about our show. Oh, and that's another thing, guys, I want to talk about. She is such a cheerleader. If you go on her page, you see her going on everybody's show, just showing everybody. She is such a lover of local talent
Artists.
and local artists. So even her doing this auction, putting herself out to do this auction is out of her love of local artists. But I want to talk about this piece. It's not done.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not done.
She got
I relate so hard. I relate so It's not done. It's not done.
Ciao.
But it's not done. Y'all don't count it as done, but we got to talk about this.
You see that ear, don't you?
I see it.
You see that ear? Oh my goodness.
The children that did not grow up with this to know what we are discussing here. What is this?
This is tradition. Okay, this is autobiographical. This is about me and my childhood, and more importantly, the childhood for several Black children all across the board. Okay, especially if you were born around the time that I was. Mm-hmm. Everybody had that sister, mother, friend down the street. So you had the candy man or the candy lady.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you had the hairstylist and the barber. They were doing it from their home. You had everything that you needed inside of your community, and you didn't have to go outside of it. And on top of that, these people loved you. They didn't just do the service because your grandmama and them, slipped them the cash. They did it because they loved you, and Easter was important in my family.
Same.
I was raised Pentecostal. It was a big deal. And every Easter, I had to go to Mrs. Mims' house and get my hair pressed. Now, I'm going to just say this. Mrs. Mims was a busy lady. Okay? Miss Mims, she had a lot going on all the time. And I guess she didn't feel like I knew I was loved unless she touched that ear and burnt it a little bit. Got a little crispy. And she have her little cigarette.
Explain to the children that probably not experience this in their generations, and the people who are not Black. What is that in her hand, and how is that done? You gotta let them know, because this is alien for some folks.
I know. Look, and I'm doing a whole series on this coat, so it's going to be quite comical. That is a pressing comb. Okay, guys? So back in the day, I guess people use pressing combs now. Y'all plug it in the wall. There wasn't no such thing. If you wanted to get your hair straight for real, what you would do is you would take that pressing comb and you put it right there on that oven and light that thing off. Mm-hmm. And you knew it was good when you blew on it and it started smoking. And then you hear it go with the ultra sheen in it. Like, yes, oh my goodness.
Yes.
I have so many memories of that.
Petroleum jelly or whatever.
Yes.
The blue, that blue oil, that whatever that's called.
Blue Magic. It was ultra sheen for me, because my mom was like, ultra sheen, the only thing to work on your hair, okay? I'm like, oh my God. My mama
loved me. My mama used to blow on the comb as she pressed it, and rarely did I get it on the ears, but I know that feeling. But if I wiggled too much while she was combing my hair, she'll hit
you. Got lucky. You got lucky.
I was blessed, because
Miss Mims didn't let me make it if that ear wasn't crispy, right? Not the whole ear, just right there at that tip. Right here, it had to be crispy. And I was like, dang. I was like, Mama, why I gotta go over there? And like, she always burned my ear. My mama like, hush now. She don't even know how to get your hair straight. Just go over there. I don't want no back talk. Take this money and give it to her as soon as you go in. You understand what I'm saying here?
You better not fuss during Easter. You better not fuss at your mom.
Exactly.
They are so stressed. They thinking about she's coordinating our clothes. She's thinking of the meal and everything. Exactly. No back talk on getting your hair done. Okay, you just don't. And don't you play in it afterwards. You in the house.
You can't go outside. Don't start sweating and doing all that stuff.
Don't be doing that extra stuff. You stay in the house. That house got to be laid.
This is part of our culture. I love this. I have so many good memories. So I'm literally going to paint all of them.
Wow. I cannot wait for this piece to just just show everybody. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And let me see if I can find the artist to artist ad. I I seem to have a lot of the video, but I want you guys to know that tomorrow we have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful show, artist to artist, where girl, I have this video everywhere. I thought I was prepared with this one,
Me too.
but that's okay. Artist to artist, we are going to be having an art auction. How many artists are there?
There are 5 artists, including myself, and we have 2 artists that are doing special performances. We have a poet, and we have a
Yes.
songstress, guys. So, both of them are straight fire. I'm so excited about it. I'm past excited, and I did it for selfish purposes. Number one, I want people to know more about the local Dallas art scene. Black
Mhm.
artists here are producing phenomenal work, but also, I just was happy. I was like, well, shoot, I'll ask myself. You can't get nothing but a yes or no. Let me see if I can be in a show with all these bomb ass artists. So that's what I did.
Name them off. Name everyone off.
So we got you, Danielle Ellis of Brassfly Studio. Yes, love. And we have Aaliyah's art. That's Aaliyah Osborne. She's bad. Everybody's badass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me just say that. We have Shonda Cooks. That's Shonda's art here on IG. And I would encourage you guys to go look at all their pages. And we have the phenomenal Ebony Lewis as well.
Yes. Yes.
And so our special guest performing artists are Brandon Jackson and Chi Hindi.
Yes. And this show goes down tomorrow, which is Saturday, at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Mimi Boutique's page.
Yes.
So follow her page. You go to her page to follow everyone else. And to follow, I mean, these are magnificent creators. And right here in Dallas, and in our Metroplex right here. You don't have to go over yonder to find anybody else.
Doing big things, doing published art, published authors. Like, this is like a big deal, guys. Some of us have galleries and museums, all type of stuff.
And she's videos are on point. If back in the old BET days, that should have been up.
Yes,
video should be up and circulating. And I mean, her production is beautiful. She have a beautiful voice. Brandon's way with words is just phenomenal.
Brandon is spellbinding. Let me just really quickly. So I met him through, again, Sharonda and I, we applied to be in the BC workshop, which is funded through Creative Capital. Mm-hmm. And they pull from each section of the art realm. So there was a poet, there was a songwriter, there were visual artists, there were photographers, it was a number of things. And we went to this workshop on how to help us, be better organized, how to get our work out there, like an 8-hour day. And that is where I met Brandon and some other amazing artists. And Brandon you don't even know he got all that, because he's quiet. Mm-hmm. But man, let me tell you, when he decides to open his mouth and share his work with you, I mean, you're talking about spellbinding. Like, wow. I'm so excited people already know about him, but the ones that don't, treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Hindi, treat yourself. Like, her voice is so melodic.
Yes, yes. And we're getting to the end. And I am enjoying this. I never wanted to stop.
We did it on time. I'm like so proud of us.
I am so proud. We did so good and we covered so much. What do I have left to say besides what is in store for you besides the show? We got a few minutes. What is in store? What we can look forward to? What
Well,
what
I'm gonna
services? Yeah.
I'm continuing right now. I'm working on some pieces, so I'm gonna be in another upcoming show. I believe that's going to be in August. I have no idea if it's going to be virtual or in person, but
Mm-hmm.
none of us know.
Right.
So I'm continuing that work. I also have another page. It's called J Squared Sip and Paints, and I do virtual sip and paint parties.
Follow that, guys.
Little kit, I'll send the kit to you, or if you got the stuff at home, don't matter to me. I'm here for it. Let's get in the room. Let's make this magic. I'm trying to connect people with their child, their inner child. Everybody has something to express, and art can be so therapeutic.
Yeah, you
So
don't have to live every day right now in fear. I know we're all nervous and scared, but you don't have to live every minute in it. You can use this time to like, if this is my last day on earth, what do I want to do? What do I want to express? What do I want to leave here? But what do I want to enjoy? So this is a good way, follow Jamila's pages. This is a good way to, as we going back in circle, to get that bravery to try to do that art that you so wanted to do, but you never was brave enough to do it. Get with
right,
professional artists who will guide you on every step. I've seen some of her paint and the silk pieces, not like the typical, not like the typical.
no, it's not. I
It is
like to be
not
left to
typical.
center.
You know how honestly you could see a piece and it's a paint and sip. I ain't gonna lie. That's a paint and sip. I can see it. But
Oh my
but
goodness.
her work, none of that work comes out like that. What she's gonna have you guys creating does not look paint and sipish. It looks like
Oh,
you
thank you.
have actually created, and you did. You
I
created a
really did.
beautiful, beautiful piece with your own hands, hanging in your own home. So yes.
I like to work them a little bit.
Yeah, work them. Get it. They expand. You got to do it. You got to do it. But girly,
Are you
I
so?
think.
Are you ready for this giveaway?
Oh yeah, give it a giveaway. Give girl.
She said, "Give it a giveaway." Hold
Oh,
on,
come on,
baby.
hold on. Hurry up. Give it a
Why are
giveaway.
you putting it back in the plastic? I don't know what my husband's doing. She's trying to make a decision.
Her faithful assistant.
He's so sweet. My husband is so sweet. So, guys, my giveaway is from a piece that I did in 2016 called Fertility in War.
Yes.
And it's a collection of African masks, some from different tribes that would be worn during the time when they were going to war to scare off their enemy, and also in sacred rituals for fertility,
Mm-hmm.
which is the basis of what it's all about: birth, fighting, death. I'm so macabre. But anyways, so I've got this beautiful print. It's an 11 by 14. Let's see if you guys
Oh
can.
wow,
Juicy,
guys.
juicy.
Guys, I know when we post this, our comments go out of just disappear when we post this on IG. I want you guys to go follow her page and comment on her last post.
Mimi
Please do.
Chic Boutique.
Mimi Chic Boutique. Go there and follow her page and comment on her posts, and you will be in a drawing. You'll be in a drawing for this beautiful piece. Can you imagine? Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. I'm mad that I can't have that. You girl, y'all go get that. That's gonna be beautiful.
Look. I'm doing it right now. I'm impatient.
Yeah, do it.
I'm doing it right now. I have
We
my
got
husband.
10 minutes on this thing. Do it.
I have my husband to write down.
Uh-oh.
So hold on.
Wait. You know what?
Hold on, let me close my eyes. Let me be fair.
Ever prepared.
So I had him to write. I hope he didn't write down the artist that'll be in
I
the
hope
auction.
you wrote my name.
Look at
My name.
you can't be in the drone. Okay, and so the winner is Made May. May, right? Yeah. It's not a C.
Oh,
Yes. So
wow.
Made May, you are the Lord. Can you see? Yeah. You are the winner. And I will be contacting you
Yay!
with this beautiful print. I hope you like it. If you don't, give it to someone else that will appreciate it. And I'll be contacting you to get all of your information and send it to you ASAP.
All right. This has been so awesome.
It
This is so
has.
awesome. This worked. This is, I'm like, it worked.
You did
I,
so good, Danielle, but I knew that you were going to do really well.
girl, I'm stressed. I'm probably going to take a panic nap after this.
Me too. Me too.
But yes, guys, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Standard
8
Time.
p.m.
8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Mimi Boutique's channel. We are live.
Mimi Chic Boutique. Yeah, but
Mimi Chic Boutique. I apologize. Mimi Chic
it's
Boutique.
okay.
Go over there and follow.
And if you don't remember, there's only 7 artists posting about it. So we just ran off all the names. Take a looky-loo. Danielle's going to save this video on her page.
Yes.
No excuse. You shouldn't have your ass out prancing around during the pandemic anyway. I said it.
Yeah. just prance around the house and look at us. And bid on this beautiful art. And it's affordable, guys. It's not like you're bidding like $3,000. No, this is something that is attainable, and you can beautify your home. You know, beautify Shea Cozy. That's what I call my house.
Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Yeah, the starting bids are $30. Everybody, we decided to be uniform with the starting bid. That's $30. So let's see what you're working with. Come with your A game. Have your Cash App ready. Okay, we have proceeds going to amazing causes. We've worked really hard, and all of us as artists, we're totally different artists, so you'll have plenty of different styles to choose from.
Amazing work. Amazing work. So I guess this is it. Everybody know what they're supposed to do and where they're supposed to be and who they need to follow right now.
Right.
And be about it. Support your local artists. Support your local businesses. We are changing with the times, and we're still rolling. Thank you, sis. This has been a beautiful interview and a beautiful live. And guys, you have a great rest of the day. Bye.
Bye.